Day 2 Capture Gear. I may or may not have sneaked into Shinso's room. I also may or may not stole his extra capture gear which he has in case the one he uses is ruined. Why would I do that? I want to use his weapon against him. Of course, I need to learn how to use it in only 4 days. It can't be that complicated, right? Now I only need to find an abandoned location where I could train to use this thing. Since we do not have any classes till the game ends, getting out of the dorms was easy. The only thing I needed to tell Aizawa was that I wanted to get some ideas and I would be walking around the city and also doing some parkour training in a training center. I fully intend to be in the city but on the roofs and that only after the sun went down. Hopefully I mastered how to use the capture gear till then. My plan was learning to use the scarf and use it against Shinso and the others. I don't intend to use one for all, well unless I really need to. Now that I am outside the school area I started to walk in the direction of abandoned buildings in the areas. I found one that looked promising. This doesn't look too bad, plus I could try to use the scarf to maneuver on the ceiling. In case it shouldn't work I will not die here. If I try such a stunt on a roof and it won't work I would fall down and that wouldn't be pretty. I would totally regret it since I couldn't have some fun with Kachan and the rest of Class 1A anymore. Now let's ensure that nobody would be in here and start with some exercises and stretching. Looks like I hit the jackpot, nobody is in here and nobody comes to this facility. Well, nobody in their right mind at least. The ceiling looks like it might collapse but oh well, that's one thing on my mind that should probably scare me and tell me not to be in here. Too bad I don't intend to listen to it. So how do I use this thing? I took out my phone and looked at the footage provided from my mini drones, which May worked for me all night. She told me that she couldn't resist working on them immediately as they sounded challenging to her. Here is what she came up with. I must say I love this thing. It has a camera and a microphone since I wanted to record them and a syringe. That's also how I managed to get into Shinso's room without him knowing. I know that his sleeping schedule is as bad as Aizawa's and he probably is a light sleeper, so I injected him with an sleeping serum this morning. The only risk was that I got this drone from Mai around 6 a.m. and I only had 1 hour for this stunt and learning to use the drone. Luckily, for me everything went well and I got what I wanted. Now let's see. Since I know that Aizawa is training Shinso in secret how to use his weapon, I could easily watch him explain and follow the instructions. It is no secret that Aizawa adopted Shinso and they are training together at 8 a.m., which is by the way now. Time skip after Izuku somehow magically learns how to use it better than Aizawa. Holy shit. That was easier than I thought it would be. How did Aizawa not learn this quicker? I mean, he needed 6 years to learn how to use his scarf. Now it's the time I should do some parkour around the roofs since it already started to get dark. After managing to find a secluded area, I jumped from roof to roof. It was not that hard to sprint and jump, I had enough energy for this. Okay, let's see how good the scarf really is. I hope I won't fall down, because this will certainly hurt and Recovery Girl isn't really a big fan of mine considering all my broken bones till now. I don't think I could bother her if that happens, and dying is not an option either, well not today at least. Let's do this. I am kinda exited. Please imagine Izuku swinging from roof to roof like Spider-Man. I will try to explain it. I let myself fall from the roof. I will admit it was scary, but I soon got hold to the railing of another building with the captor gear and swing myself up. On the highest point, I let the scarf get loose and let myself fall on the rooftop rolling, then I get myself up and started sprinting and jumping from roof to roof, only using the scarf when the distance is too much for me. Woohoo! This is amazing. No wonder Aizawa loves his weapon. I spent the night swinging around and running sideways on a building until I could hear the midnight alarm, which I had put on my phone. It was time for me to get back and rest, but I would certainly not forget how much fun this really is.